Hi, my name's Ian Bjorn. I'm an actor living in London, but born in Switzerland with Dutch and Danish heritage. And I have been brought to Cannes as an actor because I've seen this as an opportunity to find my next fantastic project that I get to be a part of. So I'm looking for directors, producers, casting directors, and also the main reason really is because I wanted some sun, and the south of France is beautiful, great food, great atmosphere, and everyone here is so nice and approachable. And that's what brings me to my first ever Cannes.
What are some recent projects that you've been working on?
So recent projects, so the most recent one was wrapped about a month ago called Sanctum, and it was a series where I played a God-worshipping cannibal. What does that mean? It means I basically got to run around trying to break into this church to cleanse this woman, this pregnant woman, of her sins by being a cannibal. So I don't want to ruin it, so I'm not going to say too much. That was great fun, as this church was so beautiful, and as I said, I got to cause some mayhem. The one before that was a feature film called Dr. Sander's Sleep Cure, which we filmed in Estonia. It's about a man who struggles to sleep, and he finds this tape that puts him to sleep. But in return, he gets these nightmares which get progressively worse, and I played a supporting role as an RAF soldier, so I got to walk around in a pretty little hat, figuring out if I was dead or in a dream or in real life or not. So those have been my last two notable projects. Yes, next question.
How did you get started as an actor?
How did I get started as an actor? By accident, actually. So 5 years ago, I was just happy doing sports. I was playing football, doing athletics, and then a friend of mine, Harry Gray, comes up to me and goes, "Ian, I want to make a short film." I said, "Fantastic, what's that got to do with me?" And he goes, "Ian, I want you to be in there." It's like in the background? No, you're going to play the lead. So we ended up making 5 short films together. Then he stopped making films and I continued the sports, finishing school, and then it got to lockdown, and I feel like I had a time to reflect on my life, and I thought, what do I want to do? I really enjoyed the acting, let's give it a go. So I put my all into it, doing lessons, firstly over Zoom, and then in the studio as theatre, and then built my way up, built my experience up by making a short film, applying for lots of roles, making contacts, and from there I've ended up just building up the experience, and I haven't looked back. So it's mainly by accident.
What would be your dream project or dream director to work with?
My dream project the genre would be action or psychological thriller, just because I love pairing acting with my sporting background, and I can then do some action as I'm currently training in gymnastics and martial arts, so I'd love to bring that side of my life in with the acting side. So a nice action psychological thriller where I can unnerve the audience. So I would love to play a serial killer, a psychopath, for example. The Joker would be fantastic. The Joker, or let's settle on the Joker, or some weird twisted anti-hero that starts off a bit weird and then becomes super cool. And I haven't really thought about the project just because I love acting. I love it. If it's a good project, I'm on board, but just give me some action, I guess.
Do you have any tips for up-and-coming actors?
Up-and-coming actors is keep going. Don't be afraid to mess up. Don't be afraid to fail, because the amount of times, for example, when I started acting, I told my mum, and she went, "You'll be a better public speaker." And that normally people could have gone, "Okay, yeah, I'll try public speaking." But I thought, let's give this a go. And since then I've messed up, made millions of mistakes that I wouldn't have changed because they've helped me learn. Because you try things on set, don't be afraid to try things, talk to the director, talk to the people behind the camera. So my first tip would be, don't be afraid to try, because you will learn. If you're afraid of failing, change that mindset. My second tip would be, talk to everyone. Introduce yourself to the crew, to casting directors, to actors, because one, it makes your on-set experience a million times more enjoyable because it feels like one big family. And then secondly, people know other people. So for example, one actor you'll introduce yourself to could talk to a casting director, who could then talk to a producer, who could then get you your dream role as, for example, the Joker. So those are my 2 tips. 1 is throw yourself into the deep end. 2 is just be yourself, be friendly, and chat to people. Spread your wonderful personality, as everyone is unique.
Final question, do you have any social media platforms that we can keep up with you on?
Ooh, wonderful, thank you for asking. I am on Instagram. My Instagram tag is @Ian Bjorn, so IANBJORN, @Ian Bjorn. Otherwise, I don't believe I have any other social medias unless there's one I've got hidden. So @Ian Bjorn on Instagram and IMDb.
All right, Ian, thank you for your time,
No,
and
you.
thank you
Pleasure.
for watching filmfestivals.com.
Thank you.